What's something people misunderstand way too often?
How statistics work and how easily they can be manipulated into showing what someone wants it to show.
Bill Burr bit on statistics was hilarious. Want to go scuba diving with me? No. Why? 90% of shark attacks happen in shallow water. Yeah, because that's where the people are.
The same thing when people say you are most likely to die within X miles from home. Yeah, because you are often home or close to it.
For some reason the shark stat was obvious to me and the house one wasn't. Probably because I spend so much time away from home.
Just because I don't want to spend all my free time with you doesn't mean I don't like you. I just enjoy being by myself sometimes.
Deleted.
Where can you smoke in a cafe? Or maybe you mean outside of it.
I'm from Europe, dotted about America, but in our cafes you have like a smokers section of the cafe which is separated by glass from the rest of the non-smokers part that's usually bigger. Then again there is a lot of cafes that just plain out allow smoking inside, wherever you want. I think this is because in Europe smoking is a lot more excessive than in America, haha, not that we're proud of it, but we like our cigarette time smiley face.
Tax brackets. All your pay is not in one bracket.
This shit drives me up the fucking wall. Yes, you do want to get paid more. My tinfoil hat theory is that big huge companies spread that rumor so their workers won't try to fight for raises. Edit. Yes, we know about the benefits cliff, that's a different thing altogether, and I personally wish we could revise our social program so that doesn't happen.
My tinfoil hat theory is that people are fucking stupid.
My tinfoil hat theory is that it keeps the radio waves out of my brain so the CIA can't read my thoughts and manipulate me as I go to the grocery store to buy the brand of ramen noodles they want me to get because of the extra MSG that helps keep the populace docile and controllable. Incognito mode. All it does is it deletes your search history and cookies when you close out. It doesn't hide your IP or delete downloads.
People at my school depend on Incognito thinking it gives them privacy from the IT department. Boy, are they wrong.
I was one of them until I realized, was more careful, then watched the demise of those who didn't realize and got yelled at by IT.
I'm not sure about other browsers, but the one I use, Brave, clearly says what private, incognito mode does whenever you open a tab, window.
What scientific theory means and how it relates to actual practical uses of science.
Laws describe and theories explain.
Great encapsulation. Would add that theory does not mean wild-ass guess. It means pretty damn good explanation of how something works, given available evidence and our present understanding.
A good way to hammer this home: science always learns and expands. There's always the chance we might find a new explanation. So at best we have theories. But by definition those accepted theories have not been disproven by any evidence. Semicolons and commas.
Semicolons are great, they combine separate but related clauses. Commas are useful in providing clarity, improving sentence flow, and creating lists.
Also, semicolons can be used to separate items in a list of lists. For example, there were 4 sheep. One was black, fluffy, and loud, one was small and mangy, one was well-mannered, quiet, and white as snow, and the last one was named Phil. Edit. Thanks for my first silver. Glad to spread some semicolon appreciation. Edit 2, typo. Edit 3, wow, super, didn't expect this insignificant, little semicolons comment to get this much attention. Thank you all for sharing my punctuation appreciation. May the grammar gods bless you all with never dangling participles and properly punctuated paragraphs.
He ran away from a long, furry cow, a green, big tree, a gay, young bus driver, and a curious, little toddler. Doesn't have to always separate complete sentences, clauses. That taking a lighter to a sprinkler in a building will not actually cause all of the sprinklers to go off as they show in the movies. Only that one sprinkler will go off. Also, it will not be clean water, it will be black.
Why is it black?
It's not like those pipes have circulating water. It's just water that's been sitting there since it was installed. So it's the water along with whatever has corroded over the years.
My old workplace drained the system to do some repairs, but the drainage valve dumped it right into the employee parking lot. The lot reeked for weeks and everyone's cars did too because we had to drive through it.
Low fat doesn't equal healthy.
Low calorie doesn't equal healthy.
Vegan friendly or gluten-free doesn't necessarily equal healthy either.
Organic, 100% natural foods doesn't mean healthy either.
Disagreeing with someone isn't the same as disliking them.
I disagree. Heck you.
Whoa whoa whoa. Language.
It's English.
What lactose intolerance is. It's not an allergy, you just can't digest it. Depending on the individual, people might have a little lactose with no effect, a small amount with a bit of gas, bloating, some lactose with stomach cramps or loads of lactose and get explosive diarrhea. Also, different dairy foods have different amounts of lactose. Think of lactose like alcohol. A pint of beer would have little effect on you, but a pint of vodka would ruin you. This is one of the reasons why lactose-intolerant people sound cautious sometimes and don't care other times. Sometimes it's counterintuitive. Some examples. Mozzarella, only trace amounts of lactose. Milk chocolate, a bit of lactose. White chocolate, lots of lactose. Cream single cream, crap tons of lactose. Also, sometimes you just really want something and it's worth being on the crapper all next morning. Edit, a few people saying heavy cream doesn't have lactose. Apparently heavy cream yes, very little, but other types still do. I've always experienced worse effects with cream, but I guess I've only had the non-heavy whatever that means, a US term perhaps? Edit 2, I've done a bit of research into cream and supposedly it's not super high in lactose, but it does seem to affect me worse than most other dairy products. I can't give a good reason why, but thought I would just add clarification that my scale may not be universally correct. That said, the principle of some dairy foods being worse than others is still correct, even if my specific examples aren't completely accurate.
A funny one, I have a mild dairy allergy. People, when I mention it, always think I mean lactose intolerance. I used to mention it as a fun fact, but honestly trying to explain that to people just hot frustrating. I don't get bloating and cramps. Due at a plugged up nose and throat. Also cheese is usually worth it anyways. Like I said, mild.
I have the same thing, and I've taken to saying I get congested if I have too much dairy rather than saying I'm allergic, because seriously nobody understands that there's a difference between allergies and intolerances. Like everyone tries to correct me and tell me I'm lactose intolerant as if I'm not extremely familiar with this thing that affects me almost every single day.
I just tell people I'm allergic to cheese, or have a cheese intolerance, depending on the person, because I got tired of explaining it. It's not the lactose, it's the bacteria cultures in the cheese. I can eat an entire bag of Cheetos and drink as much milk as I want, but blue cheese will wreck me. Edit, typos. I shouldn't read it too tired.
That cancer is an umbrella term and not a single illness with a single cause. If this was understood, then the whole "Big Pharma has the cure for cancer" conspiracy would hold much less sway over people.
I doubt it, because the conspiracy is stupid to begin with. Cancer researchers have friends and family members who have died of cancer. They aren't hiding any magical cure. Plus, can you imagine what a company would do if they cured cancer? Every single drug they made from then on, even if it had nothing to do with cancer, would be marketed as by the company that cured cancer. Ask your doctor if Flixnorf is right for you. Flixnorf should not be used by people who are or might become pregnant. Side effects include weight gain and vertigo. Flixnorf, by the company that cured motherfucking cancer.
Obviously they only let the people they don't love die of cancer. Do you even conspiracy theory, bro?
I work in pharma. I had a coworker nearly die because Big Pharma only wants to keep us sick. Nobody is as dumb as someone who thinks they are smart.
Lose versus loose.
Whoa, I gotta take a deep breath, it's hard to breath.
Asterisk heavy breathing intensifies asterisk.
I literally can't even.
That it's would've, could've, should've, not would've, should've, could've.
And its cousin, case asterisk in asterisk point, not case asterisk and asterisk point. Just asterisk in asterisk case you can't remember in the future. And now a case of beer is in mine.
You are correct for all intensive purpose, winking face.
Glad we were able to nip this in the butt.
What OCD actually is. Edit. Thanks for the 2 silvers. Damn, I didn't expect this to blow up this much. I have horrible OCD and was just hoping a few would see it and make an effort to be more understanding. All of your stories have really made me feel less alone, in regards to my OCD. Take care.
Right. Being highly organized is not OCD. Liking things to have a certain place because you can actually find them later is not OCD. Having a set routine for a particular task does not equal OCD.
Coworkers kept saying a client was OCD because he kept opening new accounts for various things. Not OCD. PETA, but not a mental health issue.
I Peter the fool.
Bra sizes. Myth: A equals small, B equals medium, C equals large, D equals extra large. Truth: A bra size is actually a ratio of band to cup size. This means that a 32C is 5 cup sizes smaller than a 42C. It means many women are wearing bands that are too big for their ribcages with cups that are too small, and it means that most retailers only carry 4 sizes of bands, 32 to 38, and 4 or 5 sizes of cups, when in reality there are more like 150 sizes of women. Abrathatfits.
This is one of my biggest soapboxes, and when I say this to people, my friends, not total strangers lol, I can tell that they don't really believe me, because we have this idea that DD or DDD is massive when it's really just average depending on the band size. When I finally got a bra that fit me properly, it was a whole new world.
I wear DDD but people say my boobs look small. So there's that.
Yes. So many women with larger chests don't believe me when I tell them my cup size. They don't seem to understand that while we both may be wearing a D cup, my 34 band versus the 38 band makes the cup sizes nowhere near the same.
That an argument and a discussion of opposing views are two different things.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, is this the 5-minute argument, or the full half hour?
Mistaking politeness for flirting for sure.
Under that one, file, mistaking friendly bosses, coworkers for being your friends.
Oh geez, I do this. I get such bad anxiety after oversharing my thoughts at one-to-one meetings.
Same all the way bro, sis. I am naturally emotive and I end up oversharing so much at work with my peers and my boss. Gotten to the point now where I have to consciously remind myself, keep you mfin mouth shut or get fired.
How to actually think critically about a study says insert claim here.
1. Start with looking up the actual study and seeing what it actually says. Usually it's not insert claim here. Study says that coffee prevents cancer. Actual study: mouse tumor cells in petri dishes exposed to high doses of caffeine grew 14% slower than mouse tumor cells in petri dishes not exposed to caffeine. Mouse tumor cells in petri dishes exposed to medium doses of caffeine grew 4% quicker. All numbers have a 5% margin of error.
To use your example, the thing that a lot of people often misunderstand, myself included, is percentage margin of error. All numbers have a 5% margin of error. Does that mean 5% of the 4%? So the range is 3.8% to 4.2%? Or does it mean 5 percentage points, so the range is -1% to +9%? I think those reporting on the statistics could, in general, be a bit clearer on that too.
Really, if it's 4 plus 5%, then the study should be saying no statistically significant effect was found.
What freedom of speech actually entails.
Yup, freedom of speech does not mean free of consequences from things you say.
It does mean free of legal consequences.
Only if you're speaking against the government, though. It doesn't mean you can spout off whatever you want about your cousin Ed and not have him sue you for slander.
The old saying, fable doesn't say that there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. It says you're as likely to find a leprechaun's pot of gold as you are to find the end of the rainbow. It's a comparison of two separate things to show impossibility of a task, not saying that one literally exists alongside the other. Also, Noah only took 2 of every unclean animal, and 7 of every clean animal.
Out of curiosity, what makes an animal clean or unclean? Edit. Thank you for all the informative answers. Always great to learn new things.
That's something to do with Old Testament kosherite law.
Does that mean they took extra of the ones they could eat?
Brushing your teeth isn't about how long you brush. It's about how effectively you've cleaned all the surfaces of all your teeth. That can take 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Brush all your teeth, damn it. We say it takes 2 minutes, because if you're doing it right it'll take about that much time. Edit. Geez guys. 10 minutes of brushing will destroy your teeth, gums. Did you even read what I said? It's not about how long you brush. Just do it properly, and you'll have healthy teeth and gums. The point is that proper brushing will not destroy your enamel or gums, and if it takes 5 minutes to properly brush because you're taking your time, so be it. You can't brush too much if you're being effective. What's proper technique? With a manual brush. Asterisk floss asterisk use a soft brush asterisk use a fluoridated toothpaste, preferably without whitening crystals since those are designed to scrub stains off your teeth. If you have stained teeth, get a proper cleaning from a dentist, hygienist and stop smoking or drinking tea, coffee, red wine, dark sodas, etc. Otherwise, accept the fact that your teeth will be darker than average. Nothing wrong with that. Asterisk apply gentle circular motions on all surfaces including the gum line. Be gentle. Angle the bristles towards the surface, area that you're targeting. So, if you're focusing on the gum line, angle the bristles towards the gum line. Sounds stupid to say, but so many people don't realize it's a necessary part of the process. Asterisk treat your teeth like fine china, or an expensive, exotic car, or your cell phone with no screen protector on it. Gentle cleaning will keep your teeth from eroding enamel. Anything not coming off with regular brushing isn't coming off with hard scrubbing, so leave those chunks of tartar and stain for the dentist, hygienist to remove. Asterisk rinse, and follow up with an anti-cavity fluoride mouth rinse. Asterisk enjoy healthier teeth and gums. If you're using an electric brush, circular motions are not necessary. Just be sure to move the brush head over all the surfaces and angle them properly. The electric brush will do most of the work for you. All other steps apply the same as with manual brushing. The time it takes is a generalization, but my point is to not focus on how long you're brushing. Just brush effectively. Proper technique will not damage your teeth. It can take a person 10 minutes if they brush in one quadrant gently for a minute or two to ensure their occlusal, buccal, lingual, and gingival surfaces are clean. Then, they rinse, inspect, floss, and move to the next quadrant to do the same. Over that course, they've done no damage to the teeth or gums as their technique was proper, and they were taking their time. This is how we teach kids to practice their brushing, and it takes them nearly 10 minutes to do so. One key point is the canine areas are frequently poorly brushed due to the awkward angle the brush sits in your hand to reach those areas. Another area people miss a lot is the gum line of the lower front teeth from tight lips pushing the brush away. Lastly, change out your brush frequently. A worn brush is significantly worse at removing plaque than a fresh, soft bristled brush. Frayed bristles will miss a lot of surfaces, so remember to change out the brushes regularly. Edit 2, you all need to learn to read. Edit 3, how do you floss? https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=dops 4. ADA in this video is indicating brushing 2x a day, when ideally we'd be brushing after every meal. Just FYI.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong. How do you brush your teeth the right way? Edit, I asked an innocent question and this is what happens. LMAO.
Google a bit, search for how to brush my teeth.
I found a very helpful instructional GIF.
People who haven't